Hey there. You know how much you love the world of professional dance. But have you ever wondered, who helps shape those breathtaking performances? Behind the scenes, today, we're pulling back the curtain to reveal the hidden world of the dance rehearsal director, also known as the répétiteur. It's a role that's so much more than just teaching steps. And we're diving deep into a career guide by RoleCatcher to uncover what it really takes to excel in this unique field.
It's fascinating how crucial a dance rehearsal director is, even though they're rarely in the spotlight. Imagine being entrusted with the soul of a dance, making sure the choreographer's vision is brought to life perfectly, while guiding dancers to deliver their absolute best. That's the world we're stepping into today.
Okay, so picture this. You're in the rehearsal room, not just observing, but shaping the performance. You're fine-tuning a dancer's arm movement, helping them tap into the raw emotion behind a gesture. It's about respecting the integrity of the original work, and I'm curious to know what that means in practical terms.
It's like being a guardian of the choreography. Take Balanchine's ballets, for instance. Dance rehearsal directors who work with his pieces need to deeply understand his style, the nuances of his movements. To ensure his vision is preserved, it's not just about replicating steps, it's about capturing the essence, the soul of the original work. And that takes depth knowledge and a discerning eye.
That makes total sense. And that leads us to another intriguing aspect of this role. RoleCatcher highlights the importance of social perceptiveness. We're talking about working with artistic personalities, managing expectations, and giving constructive feedback in a way that resonates. It sounds like you need the patience of a saint.
Patience is definitely a virtue in this field. You're interacting with a diverse group of dancers, each with their own strengths, weaknesses, and learning styles. A dance rehearsal director needs to be adept at reading the room, understanding individual needs, and creating a positive yet challenging environment where dancers can thrive. It's a delicate balance, but absolutely crucial for success.
It sounds like this role requires a unique blend of artistic talent and technical expertise, and some serious people skills. The guide also mentions the importance of understanding musicality and even reading scores. Tell me more about that.
Absolutely. A dance rehearsal director is like a conductor for the dancers. They need to understand the rhythm, the phrasing, the emotional arc of the music to guide the dancers in their interpretation. For example, imagine working on a piece from West Side Story. You're not just teaching the choreography. You're helping the dancers embody the energy of Bernstein's music, the urban pulse that drives the story.
Wow, that adds a whole other layer to the complexity of the job. It's not just about movement, but musicality, storytelling, and emotional depth. No wonder RoleCatcher emphasizes the importance of formal dance education and practical experience.
You're right. It's a demanding field that requires rigorous training and a deep understanding of dance history, techniques, and styles. Aspiring dance rehearsal directors often start by assisting more experienced répétiteurs, soaking up knowledge and honing their skills.
So it's a combination of formal education and hands-on learning, much like an apprenticeship. Speaking of learning, this guide does mention that long hours are par for the course in this profession. Was there anything in your research that surprised you about the day-to-day reality of this role?
You know what surprised me most was the sheer stamina required. A dance rehearsal director is on their feet constantly, demonstrating movements, observing, providing feedback. It's physically demanding, especially during those intense periods leading up to a premiere.
That makes sense. You're not just directing from a chair. You're in the trenches, so to speak, working closely with the dancers. The guide touches on the competitive nature of this field, too. What are some of the challenges that aspiring dance rehearsal directors might face? It sounds like it takes a rare breed to handle the demands of this job, but RoleCatcher also paints a picture of a career that's incredibly rewarding, especially for those with a deep love for dance.
Absolutely. There's something magical about being part of the creative process, shaping a performance from the ground up. It's about nurturing talent, collaborating with artists, and preserving the legacy of dance.
And think about the impact. Audiences are blown away by what they see on stage, but they rarely get to peek behind the curtain and appreciate the countless hours, the dedication, the meticulous work that goes into creating those magical moments.
Yeah.
It's like being a silent architect, shaping the experience for both the dancers and the audience. And while the guide highlights the challenges, it also mentions that the job market is actually growing. Did that surprise you?
Just 7% growth?
Yeah.
I have to admit, for such a specialized field, that's pretty impressive. It seems like the demand for skilled dance rehearsal directors is on the rise.
It speaks to the enduring power of dance, doesn't it? And with the growing popularity of musical theater and touring productions, the need for skilled professionals to maintain the artistic vision of these shows is only going to increase.
That's a really good point. So for someone listening who's passionate about dance, maybe considering a career behind the scenes, this could be a really exciting path to explore.
Absolutely. This deep dive has revealed a role that's both demanding and deeply fulfilling. It's a testament to the idea that you don't have to be in the spotlight to make a real impact in the world of art. Sometimes the most important roles are played behind the scenes.
That's such a powerful takeaway. And, it makes you think about all the other unseen roles that shape the art we experience every day. The lighting designers, the costume makers, the stage managers, a whole army of dedicated individuals working their magic behind the curtains. This has been a fascinating glimpse into a world most people never get to see, and I'm left with a newfound appreciation for the artistry and dedication of everyone involved, especially the dance rehearsal director. So the next time you're captivated by a performance, take a moment to consider the unseen hands and hearts that help bring that magic to life.